What's up, Nail Geeks? I am back this weekend with several more posts for you guys. I have the highly anticipated Emily Damali September release to show you guys right now. You guys get so excited for these releases, and I am right there with you guys. This set is absolutely incredible. I swear I'm probably going to lose some subscribers if these makers keep creating beautiful polishes, so I'm so sorry to enable you guys, but these makers are seriously bringing it. So without further ado, let's get started on the September releases as they are coming right around the corner. First up is Be Still and Know. This is limited to one large batch, so please note when it sells out, it will be gone for good. This is described as a dark purple base with turquoise green micro flakes, rose pink holographic glitters, and a strong coppery brown magnetic effect. This one will be 11 in the US and international shop and 13 in the Australian shop. So from that bottle shot I just showed you guys, I want to note that I was very pleasantly surprised when I went in with the magnet on this one. So I was expecting it to be more coppery, but that is all of that lush magnetic pigment that you're seeing here. So when you magnetize it, it's going to come off as this gorgeous eggplant purple. It's really dark and vampy, and that magnetic pigment takes on this super strong copper effect. So we have a lovely jelly formula on this one, but it really packs a punch on that opacity, so it builds up crazy fast on the nail. So this one I would suggest 2 coats for full opacity on it. As you can see on the video, I'm hoping you guys see it on your monitors as well, there is a ton of this lovely strong shimmer happening here. It takes on a bit of an aqua effect. It is very dense across the nail, and as you can see on the full hand shot, lots and lots of movement on that magnetic pigment. So here I am showing you guys it is topped off with my usual glossy top coat, and I had no issues with those large glitters giving me any type of texture whatsoever. And next we have Cake in a Crisis. This is a neon lime green Crelly base with gold chrome flakes. This one will be 9 in the US and international site and 11 in the Australian shop. So I feel like this one is named after me, as I feel like I am a cake and I'm constantly in a crisis. So I love the name on this one. I would love to know where the inspiration came from, to be honest. But I digress. So we have a lovely true Crelly. If you are new to this brand, her Crellys and her creams are crazy opaque. They're super buttery, have a very strong self-leveling effect, and this one is no exception. So for this one, I'm going to suggest 2 coats for opacity. Now it does dry down a little bit on the matte side, so if you're a glossy gal like myself, I would strongly suggest going in with an ultra glossy top coat just to really get those flakes to pop. So we have lovely gold effect from those flakes. They are very dense across the nail, no issues picking them up on that brush, and as you can see on that second coat, beautiful self-leveling. I would describe this color in person as a true acid green. It's incredibly neon, very bright, perfect for Halloween, and I do feel like the video is being color accurate. And next we have Crime of Passion. This is a dark magenta pink base with pink to gold shifting foil type shimmer. This one will be 9 in the US site and 11 in the Australian site. I was a little ticked how my swatches came out of this one. It is leaning a touch red on my pictures, so please note that if you do follow my blog posts. The video I feel like is being color accurate. That base color is a true magenta in my opinion. Now that foil shimmer is really where things start to get tricky when it comes to actual pictures of this. So it will give you a lovely, beautiful foil. This brand makes incredible foils, and that effect will give you like a very cool toned to slightly very hot magenta color, and it has a bit of a shifted quality to it. So for this one, definitely refer to the video for color accuracy. It is crazy gorgeous in person. It's got both a cool and a warm tone, so I think it'll flatter any skin tone, including yours truly, who is very warm toned. So here I am wearing my glossy top coat on the full hand shot here, and it is just incredible and bright and beautiful in person. Very foily and true magenta. So next we have Every Day is the Same. This is a dark eggplant purple base filled with iridescent shifting flakes. This one will be 10 in the US and international site and 12 in the Australian site. So we have another lovely jelly polish. This one is just really stunning on those flakes. If you have been following the brand lately, you know that every other release or so we do get a new flaky filled polish like this. I think at this point we can definitely say that we've got a bit of a collection going. These are stunning. So this one has loads and loads of flakes, and they'll give you a very strong pond effect with a strong iridescent rainbow kind of thing going on here. So we have really beautiful opacity on this one. I'm going to suggest go in with 2 normal to thin coats depending on how you polish, and you will have just beautiful coverage. I'm just always so shocked how Emily DeMolly is able to create these flaky filled polishes that apply very, very seamless on the nail and no issues to report regarding texture or anything laying down nice and flat. So super smooth. Now this one does also dry down quite a bit on the matte side. So once again, personally, I would recommend a glossy top coat to get the effect that you're seeing here on the full hand shot. Lots and lots of flakes here. I think this is another really lovely Halloween color. And next we have Left Turns. This is a dark but vibrant blurple, blue-purple, filled with iridescent shifting flakes. This one will be 10 in the US and international site and 12 in the Australian site. So I was very, very happy to find that on watching the playback here that this was behaving and being color accurate. This is what I really consider a true blurple. It's very difficult to kind of nail down whether or not it's blue or purple. It's just beautifully sitting right there on the fence. So we have a lovely, very opaque formula here. And you can see on that first coat, I did go in just a little bit on the thin side. So even still, I think it had beautiful coverage going in thin. So 2 coats for opacity on this one. On that second coat, you really see that pond effect starting to come out. It'll give you what I consider kind of like a mermaidy type of aqua flash from those flakes. No issues to report on this one either. Very, very packed full and just so crazy strong on that iridescent effect. It kind of reminds me of that cellophane mani if you were in the indie community a couple years ago where people were taking this iridescent kind of sheet and chopping it up and putting it on their polish. It looks like that, but you don't have the pain of doing all of that work. So once again, on the full hand shot, I am wearing a glossy top coat and no issues to report on this one. Up next, we've got Picking Petals. This is described as a pale duck egg, kind of bluish, grayish, greenish base with rose gold micro flakes. This one is also limited to 1 large batch, so once it is sold out, it is gone for good. This one will be 9 in the US and international site and 11 in the Australian site. This one has an incredibly creamy, buttery smooth formula. Once again, very, very strong self-leveling properties to it. You don't have to watch your brush strokes on it. It will even itself out once you build it up. For opacity here, I'm also going to suggest 2 coats on it as it really just lovely layers up for you. Here on the second coat, you can get an idea of just how smooth and buttery it is. And that base color is kind of difficult to describe. Now, I want to note that I feel like the video is being color accurate, so it does have a grayish tone to it, but it also has just a smidge of a blue drop to it as well. So there's a bit of a kind of greenish, kind of bluish, overall dove gray kind of feel going on. And those rose gold metallic flakes are of the smaller variety, so you'll get a really, really nice, very delicate twinkle. And next we have the Morning Light. This is a silver holographic micro glitter and a really pale green kind of gray base with a fine particle pink, gold, green shifting aurora shimmer. This one will be 12 in the US site and 14 in the Australian site. So for this brand, I normally will get PR info based off of what the polishes are, and when I saw glitter, I got very, very excited. This is literally one of my favorite finishes ever. You talk about micro glitter and I am here for it, and I was so not disappointed with this one. It is stunning, and it has that type of micro glitter that twinkles in just about any lighting after you top coat it. It's crazy strong, really just beautiful. For opacity, I'm going to suggest 2 coats on it, so I do consider it a full coverage glitter. It does note that it is suggested 2 coats maybe for a smooth finish in the final look. However, I went in with 1 coat of my top coat and I felt like it was fine. It does not have texture after that first coat of top coat, but it does kind of thin it out a little bit, if that makes sense. So perhaps that's where that second coat of top coat would come from. So I would suggest probably something a little bit on the heavier side for your top coat regardless for it. I love this so much. I kind of went crazy on that full hand shot, but I had good reason as it's very pretty. And finally, we have Riot of Shadows. This is a dusty green base with a fine particle copper to gold to green aurora shimmer and silver holographic micro glitters. This one will be 12 in the US site and 14 in the Australian site. So I feel like this is this one and the previous one, the Morning Light, will kind of get questions for how close they are. So in the video, I went ahead and did them back to back so you guys could see the difference. This one is a little bit more dusky on the base color, and you can see that it's not quite super glittery. There is micro glitters in it, but not like the crazy straight up micro glitter that we saw previously. So definitely got a kind of dusky greenish base going on. I feel like this one also has a bit of a dusky kind of bluish gray base as well. So really nice for that just Halloween kind of effect going on as well. I want to note that the video is showing that shimmer very, very strong. It is that strong in person. It's crazy, crazy shifty in person. In bright lights, you'll see it as this coppery red that you see in the video, and on angles, you'll easily see it shift over to a lovely gold and green at angles. Very, very strong, really, really pretty, and lovely scattered sparkle effect going on here. So the September release will launch September the 25th at 10 a.m. Australian time in the Australian site, and Tuesday the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time in the US and international site. I will link you guys below to Emily DeMolly's shop if you'd like to check it out early before the release. I'll also link you guys below to Emily DeMolly's Facebook fan group. Lots of swatches to see there, and as I've previously mentioned in other videos for this brand, she also sometimes does limited editions and very, very small batches that she'll have swatches posted on the Facebook fan group as well. So definitely worth it to get in there and join so you can take a peek at other polishes released and if there's any limited editions and whatnot. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.